what's up? It's Madeline Puckette. I am a certified sommelier and co-founder of WineFolly.com, where we learn by drinking. Ep.6, what are wine tannins? Ooh. Last week we talked about sweetness in wine. This week, let's talk about another totally misunderstood topic in wine. Tannins? Oh no! I cannot keep track of how many times I have heard this statement. Like, wine tannins give me a headache. Anyone watching this right now who is a sommelier is doing this right now. Ugh. What most people don't realize is that wine tannins, you know that thing in wine that's bitter and astringent and most people don't like, is actually one of the only things in wine that's good for you.
Love the tannin.
So what is tannin? Firstly and foremostly, when I talk tannins, I'm actually referencing several classes of phenolic compounds. These compounds are naturally occurring in grapes and are found mostly in the skins, seeds, and stems. But tannins aren't just found in grapes, my friends. They are found in all kinds of plants in nature. This stuff right here, this is like mostly tannin. And it tastes astringent and woodsy. And since I know most of you aren't going around eating logs all day, here are some other foods that contain high levels of tannin. You can find it in apple skins, in walnut skins, in super dark chocolate, and in green tea. So why do plants produce tannin? Well, tannin is part of a plant's natural defense system. It fights pests, fungal disease, and even UV radiation. It includes the pigment in wine, which is kind of like sunscreen for grapes. Why is tannin so awesome? Well, many scientific studies have explored the effects of tannin on human health in both clinical trials and research studies, and the results have been surprisingly positive. For example, 2 types of condensed tannins found in those very astringent tasting wines have been shown to inhibit cholesterol. And then more recently, the tannins found in oak barrels, called elagitannins, and a rare type of grape called muscadine, were cited to fight obesity in overweight mice. This study actually happened in my hometown. Finally, no studies have shown that tannins cause headaches or migraines. I'm going to end this part of the segment with a health notice. I am not your doctor. Your health situation is unique to you
And undoubtedly requires your own personal research or, in some cases, the help of a professional.
which is again, not me. Okay, onward. So when it comes to tannin, not all wines are created equal. Tannin levels in wine range wildly. One thing most people don't know is that younger wines actually contain much higher levels of tannin than old wines. Maybe we've been drinking wines too old. Another thing you should know is that different types of wines and grapes have different levels of tannin. For example, check out this cool chart. Dudes, check out Tannat and Sagrantino. All right, I hope this was illuminating with your understanding of bitterness and astringency in wine, and you'll dig that tannin face next time you drink wine. This episode was brought to you by my book. If you like what you see here and you want to learn more, subscribe. Until next time, show me your tannin face.